Welcome. Low Effort Studio presents the full counting sort. Uh, this is, I think, third challenge in the counting sort series. So first two were counting sort 1 and counting sort 2. They were fairly easy, and this is categorized as medium, and that is the reason why I'm taking this. And in this particular problem, we have been given a kind of like map, like mapped a variable. You have a number and then have a character, number and character. So what basically they want is they would give a random list, like in the example, they will give the number of example like test cases, or the number of inputs that are present first, and after that a key value pair. So you would have one key and then value, key and value. So what they are asking us is the first half of the given input would be replaced by dash. So all these dash are the ones which were converted from the given first half. So let's say for this example, the input size was 20. So first 10, all the inputs would be converted into dash, and as it's a key value pair, we have to create multiple arrays for every index. Like for 0th index we would be having separate array, for one index we would be having another array. So it is like basically creating array of arrays. Like you can create a two-dimensional array, and first one would be assigned to having a value, and second would be array of strings. So first I tried to do this by using array of list. However, that did not come to an end, so I was having issue while printing array of list. So I later changed my method to array of strings, and first I was a bit confused where counting sort comes into the play. However, you can solve this particular exam by array of strings with help of counting sort. So in the next slide I'll show basic stuff for the counting sort, and then we'll come to the solution part. So we know basic counting sort. So let's say you have example like 1, 3, let's say 2, I'll take 5 in front. So let's say this is our array and we need to sort it. So what will we do in counting sort? We basically will have array, and first we will transfer this array, and we'll find the maximum number present in this. So we get that is 5. So we would create an array of 5, size 5. So it would be like this, indexed 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So what we can do is for every every element present in our so for simplicity, let's say I'll create array of max plus 1. So you don't have to subtract 1 from the number to the desired index. So let's say we have array of maximum plus 1. So what would you generally do? You will transfer array and you get the number. So what you would do is you would increase the element. Let's say this is array A and this is B. So let's say in transversing array you find some number, let's say x. So what you do is you would do a increment on x part, like x index part. So like this, and this is like pretty basic, and I'm assuming everyone coming to this particular problem knows the basics. However, I'm still covering for the part because This will help us. So we know that 5 is present, so we'll increment index 5 1. Let's say we initialize everything by 0, so you can do that by using main set function, or you can using iterator function as well. So after that, let's say you get 1, you increment it to 1, again you get 3, you increment 3 index, you get 2, you increment 2's index, and all the rest of the values would be filled by 0, and it was filled early. So you will get the sorted array. And as I written on the left hand side, there are three main things while taking counting sort into the account. So one is frequency, that is what we have calculated and inserted into the array, and second is the size. So we can't always use the counting sort. We know that it is like quite fast, and it computes in O of n time. However, if the size is like really big, like in the billions, we can't really use counting sort, because that would create stack overflow and the size becomes very huge. So, and third is use cases. So when you want, when you can use a counting sort, so whenever there is a definite number of let's say you in the question you have given that the number of elements of array would not exceed, let's say 200 or 500 for that matter. So whenever you have given definite number of array indexes, in that case only you are advised to implement or use the counting sort. Now let's come to our problem. So let me write those. Okay, this is the given example, and we know this is the key value pair. So we can like by common sense, let's say forget about the coding part. Let's say like design the code. So we can sense that there are two arrays for like index 0 and for index 1, and in those particular arrays there are two elements each for this particular case. So you can see that the 0 index element would be moving here and here, and for one key values would be moving here. And there is another catch in the problem, is the first half values would be converted to like dash. So your A here would become a dash. So let me write in different color. This should have been A, however, as the question suggests, it will be converted to dash. Okay, and after that 1, and this is B, and this will go into this array 1 index 1, and this will go here. However, as the question suggested, first half index would be converted to dash, so it will also be a dash. After that, doing transversal, you come to this point and zeroth element, like zeroth index, and you have to insert C. So okay, this is fairly easy example, and they have given like character for this, and after that the character would be converted into strings. So you can see in the second example where number of inputs is 20 and the value pair is string. So we can easily change our code for that. And secondly, D element will go into the 1th index. So what they are asking from us is that we print the array as it is, and we know that the counting sort is not stable, and they are looking for a way in which we can sort this particular let's say string or characters in a sorted and stable way. So what they ask from us is that we print all the elements in this order. So what would we get is dash C dash C dash T. So this is our desired output, and this is the way from which we can get this out. So there are a couple of things which we can focus on. So let's say they have given let me draw a line here. So let's assume, let me pick a dark color. Okay. So they have given n is equal to 4 in that particular question. So what you have to think, that what could be the maximum size of different indexes they can give us. So in the question you can generally sense that there would be like at most n by 2 elements, n by 2 indexes, like n by 2 keys for which you can have a value pair. So that is one observation. Another observation is the dash thing. What you can do is what we generally do is we take inputs in the for loop. Let's say for I is equal to 0 to n, but I would suggest that instead of doing that, you can do is you can take input for the first half, and let's say you take an input for first key, and what you can do is you can simply take the input and convert it into direct string, like dash string. So that would make the first whole half input into the dash, so you don't have to do that operation in the latter part. So these two observations are important in order to proceed in the problem, so that makes our coding easier. So half problem is done here, and these are essentially dash or spaces which we require. And in the second part, in like this part, in the given question, let me go there. From now, like from this onwards, we can sense that we have key pair and then value. So sorry, what we can ask from like we can ask our code to have a vector which can hold strings. So you would be making array of strings, and the key would be first array elements like vector I, and after that you would be having strings. So let me write code for this, that would explain a lot. Okay, let's start our coding. So give me a minute, let me change it to CTP. Okay, so first we will include our library file. So dates stdc++.h. So this is skeletal, and after that we would be moving. So we know that we would be having num, like number of inputs. Let me increase the font size if I can. Font browser. Okay. After that you would be taking in the number. After that, as I told earlier, we would be having vector, and first we would be having vector of vector strings, so that is array of strings. So let this call me let me call this array, and we would be having string. So let's take that as str, and then again int, that is key. And okay, so first we would be taking number. In the given example it was 20. So what we would do is for first half, so whatever is the number, num by 2, we will do that, and we'll take in the input scene, that is key and string. However, as the question suggests, we need to insert dash instead of the given string for the first half. So what we can do is we take another string, let's say anything raise, and initialize raise by simple dash. And what we would be doing is we would be pushing the string, that is raise, to the ith index or the given key value pair index. So what we are doing is vector, here we will insert key dot push back, and we will be inserting raise for the first half, because we only want to insert dash for the first half, and for the second half similarly so this would start by num by 2, and this would go on to the num, okay. Again we are taking two inputs, that is key and string. In this case however, we would be directly inserting, so okay, I wrote vector here, so that this should be array dot, because I have taken the array, sorry, not dot, array key and vector push back. Okay. Similarly array dot key, given key dot push back, and we would be inserting given string. Okay. So this is like simple or easy part of this program, and until now we haven't encountered a counting sort in this case. So we have like inserted all the given inputs in our array of strings. So counting sort is helpful to us when we are printing those values. So what we can do is we can take one array, let's say int frequency. Okay, so for this frequency we can insert given number. We will create the array of given numbers and we'll initialize this by 0. Okay, and we need to use a counting sort, so we need to update the frequency. So what I can do basically here is so whenever any key is present or key value is present in my array, I would be incrementing it. Similarly this goes for here as well. So this makes a like counting array. Okay, here is the another observation I want you guys to make. So we have been given in key value pairs and we have inserted in array, so that part of the code has been done. So you can see or sense that there are 6 elements here, 1 2 3 6 3 4 5 6. So for 0th element or 0th index there are 6 elements, hence they are inserted into zeros. Then for one key is equal to 1, we have 2 elements and that is inserted at 1th index. Similarly for 2 3 4 5. So in order to print, we can have a counter or we can have a array which have counted all the numbers. So for let's say as this is sorted array and which hold all the value, and similarly I have array named ARR, that is array of strings in my code. So I can take I have taken another array, that is frequency. So my frequency array would look like as for 0th index it would be 6, for first index it will be 2, then 2 and 1 and so on. So we can print all the value. Okay. After this we would be printing array. So let's take for what would be we would be doing here is going for n by 2 or num by 2. Why? Because we have created array which is of size okay, I haven't mentioned it. The maximum number of possibilities of indexes, that is keys, different keys, distinct keys, is n by 2. So we would be going n by 2 here, and let's take another variable, let's say j, and j would be equated to frequency array, and this would be I. So for every ith index there are certain elements. So in the previous question, like for 0th index there were 6 strings inserted at the 0th index, and 2 were present at 1th index. Similarly for this, and after that we can take another loop, let's say for, and we can change this to L0, and where L is less than J plus L, and we can simply see out array of first would be I and then A. So there are spaces in between, so we'll leave spaces. And okay, let's check the algorithm if the code works or not. So let's test our code. So I have copied it, and I'm getting runtime error. So let's check segmentation fault. Okay. Okay, I haven't initialized the value num by 2, and let me check if anything is wrong. Okay. L should be less than J. Okay, I write like opposite of that. Okay, test case passed. Let's submit the code. Okay, it passes all the test cases. Thank you.